Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. This is your January 2024 monthly tarot guidance with me, Julie Poole. It's your general tarot guidance. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with your money and career, so keep an eye out for those. But for now, let's look at the general energy for my beautiful Capricorns. Now then, let's get the little camera in. Okay. This is good for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching. It's unlikely that everything will resonate, so just take the bits that do, leave the rest, okay? All right, what do we have? Okay. I want one more. Two, I think. There's two. They want two more. Give me a minute. Okay. All right. Nice. And we might be here a while, so get yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, whatever it is you want. Get comfy. Let's chat. I've got a coffee here. Okay. So, chop wood and time for a nap. Okie dokie. Chop wood. Let's talk about that one. So, something or someone wants to be chopped out of your world and out of your life. And this might take a bit of effort. They're showing me an image of somebody wielding a big axe and chopping the wood up and being sweaty and knackered. Okay, bit of effort here, okay? And then once it's done, we can get into the time for a nap. We can have a little rest. It's like, oh, okay. Like me yesterday, I took the Christmas tree down, I put the house back to normal, and it felt really good. But I was shattered afterwards, so something needs to be sorted, shifted, got rid of right now. It could be a thing, it could be a person, and don't chop them up with an axe, just exit them gently from your life, of course, all right? But it could be a habit or behaviour. If you've been indulging like I did over the Christmas period, your stomach will thank you for it to give yourself a bit of a clean eating cleanse for a little while, all right? I know my stomach is screaming for me to do that. So, time for a nap, all right? How many of you had a really exhausting Christmas period, holiday period? I know I did. So lovely, of course, to see everybody and see all the family, but running around here, there and everywhere, it can be quite exhausting, all right? So, all right, some of you I'm actually physically seeing a wall coming down between two rooms. So some of you are making some changes to the internal bit of your home. Don't forget to have a rest when it's done, all right? So whatever that is for you, make sure you do the work and then balance it up with some rest. Because you are at the moment between worlds. This card has been coming up continuously since about October, hasn't it? For so many different signs. So the tail end of this beautiful bird, this flamenco, is in the black and white and very flat and very boring. And the front end is in the colour and the brightness and the blue sky. Number 3, expansion, growth. I'm ready for something new. And I'm on my way into it, but I'm not quite there yet. All right, so halfway. The halfway point can be quite uncomfortable, can't it? It's like, I just want to get there. I just want to be there. But we need that time to transition from where we were to where we're going. And it's important because it's part of manifesting. I explain about this in my book a lot. It's part of it because we've got the Imagine card coming out with this Between Worlds card. Right, when we have, literally, let's imagine you want a new life and you wake up tomorrow in the new life. And you look around going, well, I didn't quite want it like that, or I didn't want that, and what the hell is that? Right, because you hadn't had time to really think through and manifest exactly what you want to create. So the Imagine card gives you the opportunity to really imagine the world that you want to create. Imagine that perfect job. Well, I don't like the word perfect, but something that's just right for you. Imagine the job that's just right for you. Imagine the person that's just right for you. If you're already coupled up, imagine your relationship being closer and more together and more connected. Imagine it, because the imagination is what brings it into reality. So having that delay, that transition between where we were and where we're going, gives us that time and that opportunity to tweak a few things, to think, actually, no, I don't think I want that. I think I want that. Right, so imagine it. And as you imagine it, you visualizing it, then you feel into it, you step into it, and that's how you create. Okay? All right, let's get you an animal card as well, and then we're going to bring in the tarot. So, tell me more for Capricorn, please. My beautiful fellow earth signs. What do we have for Capricorn? My hard-working, exhausted Capricorns, bless them. That's why the time for a nap is there. You've got crow spirit. Co-create with spirit. Now, I love the synchronicity in this. Co-create with spirit. We are talking here about imagining your perfect life that you want to manifest. What do you want to create? Because you are co-creating it with spirit. So just trust, if there's any delays, it's giving you a chance to chop something out, clear the decks, ready for what you're stepping into. So just keep imagining, keep in the flow, keep in that faith and that trust that that new world that you're stepping into is going to have everything in place ready for you to step into it. Or the components, the cooperative components, as Abraham Hicks would say, getting in place ready for things to evolve as you step into it. Okay, right, let's bring the camera down. Let's add in the tarot. Well, they're not very straight, are they? It's a bit wonk today. It's not the table straight, it's my camera isn't, but never mind. All right, let's have a look, see what we've got going on. This is the... They're telling me to change them round, okay. Thank you. Okay, all right. This is the Tarot of Dreams. That's the Wisdom of the Oracle. That's the Animal Oracle. Okay. Capricorn, January 2024. Capricorn, January 2024. Okay. Oh, look at that. Lovely. Six of Swords, Queen of Coins, Four of Cups, Five of Wands, and King of Cups. No, okay. I was just waiting if they wanted another card. No, they don't. All right. I'm going to add in the Moon and Stars Tarot. And then we'll chat. And then we'll add in more to clarify. You've got the Queen of Cups. The Hanged Man. See, I can feel this delay. And I can feel your frustration. But it's coming. It's coming. Look, there's the world. See, just trust. Okay. Eight of Swords. And the Hermit. Okay, so let's have a look at the whole thing then. So we have 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. So nothing huge, but enough of those changes to pull things together to create that new beginning. All right, so let's look at this. Chop wood. What are we chopping out, Capricorn? What needs to go, my beautiful people? Only you will know. This could be a friendship. This could be a habit or a behaviour. This could be a marriage. This could be a job. This could be negative thinking. Whatever, it could be an addiction, whatever it is for you. Something needs to go. And as you get rid of it, you're co-creating this with Spirit. You're saying, thank you very much for helping me to sort this out. And then you are moving on. Love it. Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords is a card of the grass is greener on the other side. It is better over there. Let's get over there because it is smoother. It is easier. But it takes a bit of effort to do this bit. And then we're moving on after a bit of hard work. So we want to be very gentle with you. Okay? Queen of Cups. All about compassion and empathy and sympathy and support, you know, that you're chopping out wherever's chopping out. And then I want you to give yourself a nice little pat on the back. Well done, me. I'm so proud of me. Well done. Okay. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Be grateful and thankful to you for your efforts. We're ever so good with other people. We're pretty rubbish with ourselves. So please bring some of that understanding and appreciation and gratitude into yourself for the effort that you put in over here, and then give yourself a good old rest if you possibly can. Not everybody can, all right? Those of you working, you can't afford to just take a week off. You might not be allowed to take a week off, but what you can do is say, stuff the housework on my day off. I am putting feet up and I'm just going to chill. Netflix day, box set day, or get into nature, or meditate, or have long hot baths. Just rest, okay? Rest when you can. It helps to rebalance everything up, okay? Now, the Queen of Coins underneath time for a nap. She's all about money and security and stability. Very Capricorn energy. Well, it's a Virgo energy really, but it's all about that earthly, grounded, look after me, make sure my foundations are nice and solid and I have that stability. Because what I want is to make sure that I have enough money, that if I am working, that I'm well paid, that if I'm retired, that my pension and investments is enough for me to have a decent quality of life. I am resting and recharging. This is also a kind of a step back and evaluate and have a look. I've cleared everything out. Now I'm going to step back and evaluate and really look at things, and I'm going to just look at things upside down and inside out. The hanging man. When we look at things upside down, they look very different to when they're the right way up. But that gives us a different perspective, and that perspective can be enormously helpful. So look at things from a different perspective. Give yourself time to allow yourself to move into this new world at a pace that is right for you. Divine timing rather than your timing. And I am not criticising. I am a Virgo. I have got the patience of a gnat. Okay, so I totally get it. But it is something that can get us in trouble when we're impatient. The more we can allow and flow and go with it, the better. But we're not just sitting back and waiting for the universe to provide. We are co-creating, but we're not rushing it, okay? So you're doing your bit, but you know when to step back and when to push forward. And that's part of that hanging man surrender. Just allow. When you feel the current start to take you forward, flow with it. If it's not flowing, just wait, because the current will come, okay? So just allowing yourself that bit of time. Because what that time is doing in the in-between worlds here, rooted down by the Four of Cups. That Four of Cups is a very helpful card when we're in the middle of change, because it is a card of dissatisfaction, boredom, stale, frustrated. It's not a disaster. The Three Cups are still upright, but he's looking up wistfully and there's a new cup being offered. And he's like, well, I don't know, is it going to be any better than the last cup? Because you said that before. And I see in some of your comments you say, well, you said that last year and it was the worst year ever. Right? But actually, when we look at things with a different perspective, we see the enormous amount of growth and shift and change that's happened, and see that everything happens in its own divine timing. So this Four of Cups, which is a card of boredom and stagnation, dissatisfaction, it is about saying, right, so what do I want then? If my current life that I'm leaving behind with the tail end of this bird is a bit boring and a bit stagnant, what do I want? Because then I'm imagining the opposite of what I do want, the vibrancy, the flow, the energy, whatever it is for you. So by identifying what is a little bit flat, then we can bring that to an end, to a close. We've got the world here. So that is major closings. Done, dusted, finished. We're not having that anymore. So we've worked out, when we're manifesting, when we're creating, what we don't want is just as important as what we do want, because it helps us discern and decide. I don't know until I've experienced it. Once I've experienced it, now I know. Do I like it? Do I not like it? So it's really useful energy. Then we can bring it to a close. Now, we're imagining this new world that we're co-creating with spirit. Okay, and we are looking at any blocks, basically. Who's going to go against me? Who's going to argue with me? Who's going to tell me I'm being an idiot? Who's going to try and hold me back with the Eight of Swords? Who or what? Doesn't have to be a who, can be a what, right? So we're imagining this world, and then what you're probably going to do is kind of go, well, that wouldn't work because so-and-so wouldn't like it, or I wouldn't get it, or that's not going to happen. And we go into that negative space with all the problems, all of the challenges, all of the obstacles. Now fine, let's identify them and get it out of the way. Don't resist it, all right? The Hangman is about allowing. Don't resist, allow. So any part of you that's saying, oh, I'd never get that, that's a kind of competition, all right? There's too many other people stronger than me, or people arguing with you about that goal, that dream that you want, or I'd never get it because, and then a list of a million reasons why you couldn't possibly move or get it or do it. Those are the blocks. So let's not resist them. Allow them to come up. Examine each one from a perspective of loving, emotional maturity. Okay? We've got the King of Cups, loving emotional maturity, with the Hermit, which is our spiritual, meditative, contemplative side about what is right for me. Not the rest of the world. The rest of the world might not agree with what I'm doing, but what is right for me. Then we allow those blocks to come up and we face them from the place of emotional maturity. We're not going to have any drama. We're not going to kick off. We're going to kind of go, okay, sorry you don't agree with me, but this is what I'm doing and why. Or you don't have to give them an explanation at all. No is a complete sentence, okay? So, but allow it, right? It's like with me now. I'll give you an example. And some of you like my examples and some of you don't, but it feels right to give you an example. I've decided I'm moving home, and I'm not just moving home, I'm moving geography. I'm moving 150 miles away. I spent 5-6 months, actually more than that, about a year. I can't leave this area because I've got 3 elderly parents who need me, because I've got this, because I've got every reason why I can't possibly go. And in the end, it just got to a point of that's where I need to be, that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm going. And they're not going to like it, and they're going to argue, and they're going to call me selfish, and they're going to get upset. And that's exactly what I've experienced. But I've held my ground in a loving and compassionate way and said, you know, I can't stay here and wait for you to die before I can get on with my own life. I have to get on with my own life now, and this is what feels right. So I had some conflict. I had some butting up against me. I felt stuck for a long time, unable to do what felt right for me because of all these things. But I gradually overcame them until it felt right. Now I'm going in about 6 weeks. So that's just one example. But it may be that you're imagining a far better job that is going to mean more travel, and your partner says, I don't want you to be away like that, I don't want you to do it, and you feel stuck because of that. So we're going to talk, we're going to negotiate, we're going to handle it in a mature way. But ultimately with the Hermit, I've got to do what's right for me. That's what the Hermit is all about. Yeah. So let's allow this, kind of almost expect it without really expecting it. But if it comes, it comes. You're just allowing it, but you're overcoming it, because you are stepping into a new world here, Capricorn, and not everybody's going to agree with it. But this is about you. This is your life, not theirs. This is your dreams, your imagination, your aspirations, not theirs. You've got to do you, let them do them. Okay? All right, let's find out some more. Let me just grab another mouthful of coffee. Okay, which deck? That one, right. This is the Tarot Royale. Okay, let's find out some more for my Capricorns, please. Tell me about Chopwood. Tell me about Chopwood. Oh, okay. 3 of Wands. That is a card of trips, travel, expansion, growth, potentially overseas. That is about your ships coming in. So what is in the way for those ships to come in? That's what you're chopping out. Yeah, so here we go with the people arguing with you. Yes, we like an easy life. Of course we do. But if we live our life keeping everybody happy all of the time, the one person that will suffer more than anybody is you. Okay? So it's not worth it to keep the peace at all costs. Sometimes you've just got to step into your power and say, here's my imagination. This is my ships, my rockets of desire on my ship. And I'm not letting anything or anyone get in the way. So this is your expansion. This is your growth. This is your dream. You hold it. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Seven of Wands here. Hold your ground. Four of Cups again on the Four of Cups. Look, if you were truly, truly happy and everything was roses in the garden, you wouldn't be moving from where you are to where you're going. You'd be kicking and screaming to stay where you are. Thing is, 2024 is a massive year of change. Pluto's moving into Aquarius. We're moving, there's a 20-year cycle about freedom and inspiration and ideas and innovation and all sorts of exciting things. We've got to get out of this stuck space. You know, you would not believe how many people are living a life that is so incredibly stuck and stale, and they've been stuck there for years. 2023 and 2024 is like push you forward out of that space. So let's identify what was stuck. Let's imagine a life that is more empowered, enriched and exciting. It's not always about excitement, and it's not something that I tend to push a lot, but for your reading, they're saying they want you to have a life that's more impassioned. There's not much fire on this table, is there? All right, we've got fire here, and that's it, isn't it? Where's the fire? Where's the fire? Capricorn, ask yourself, where's the fire? Where's my oomph, my get up and go, my motivation, my fire in my belly? Where's it gone? Because we need to get it back. Okay? All right, let's find out some more. Tell me more. I told you we needed the Seven of Wands. There it is. The courage of your convictions. There's your wands. There's your fire. There's your power in your belly. We have the dreams, the Three of Wands. We have the aspirations and the goals. And we need to hold our ground and say, this is right for me. I'm sorry if it's not right for you, but it's not your life you're living. I'm living my life. This is me holding my ground. So hold your ground. Get back in that fire. I like to see the fire coming in for you now. And there's the sun, the biggest fire of all. So there is your big fire coming in now. The sun, the most beautiful, positive, empowering, enriching. Shine a light on that which was dark. Let's get the light bright again in you and in your belly, because there's something really beautiful wanting to come for you here. All right, Page of Swords. So we're taking action. We are communicating, we're talking, we're reaching out, we're sending emails, we are making things happen. The Page of Swords is the opportunity. The Knight is the one that actually does all the action, but this is you getting ready. This is you planning and thinking about, looking on, doing research, looking on Google, looking on YouTube, looking on wherever it is, social media. I am getting my plan in place. I am imagining what it is that I want to create, and perhaps I'm writing it down, journaling, making a vision board, making lists of what I want my new life to look like. This is the point I'm at there. Okay, tell me more. King of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the King of Wands. Now we're in our power. We have got two kings side by side. We've got the Queen over here as well. So we are in our power. The kings make things happen, don't they? What they want, they get. So the King of Pentacles. Now there's your Capricorn energy. I want my stability, my security. I want to know there's enough money. I want to be in this prosperous energy, and I'm absolutely going to make it happen. I'm going to turn my back on anything that is in my way, anything that's holding me back. I am ready to move forward into my new adventure. We've got two cards of leaving here. The Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords. They are both about moving into a different space, a different place. So the Eight of Cups, in this particular deck, some of the cups behind him have spilled. They haven't always. In other decks, a lot of the time the Eight is still upright. But that's not the point, whether they're spilt or upright. I'm ready for my new adventure. I'm ready for something new. I'm ready to explore life. And he's heading towards the moon. And the moon represents the unknown. And it's saying, look, he doesn't have all the answers. He hasn't got every single step mapped out. But he's got a rough plan of where he's going, and he'll figure it out as he goes, because he's got the fire in his belly, rooted down by the King of Wands. There's that fire, there's that push, there's that drive and that determination that my Capricorns have got. This is saying, I can do it. This is you saying, I can make it happen. I am making it happen. I'm co-creating with Spirit. I have now got 3 kings on the table and a queen. I've got the World, big ending. The Six of Swords, ending. Eight of Cups, ending. Between worlds, I know I'm on my way into this new life. I'm chopping out anything that needs to go, but I'm embracing my power and my passion to make it happen. I like it. All right. I want some affirmation cards for you. I think 2. Affirmation for Capricorn, please, for January 2024. What's the affirmation that's the most apt, the most helpful for my Capricorns? Okay, we want those 2. Okay, so we have page 73. I trust that life will move me into exactly the right place at the right time. And page 12. I am calling upon my spiritual team to assist me in creating my greatest life. I love the way that these affirmations are synchronizing with what's already on the deck. Imagine, I said here, and co-create with Spirit. I am calling upon my spiritual team to assist me in creating my greatest life. And I trust that life will move me into exactly the right place at the right time. We talked about timing here with the Hanging Man. We talked about allowing it to move in its right time. These are taken from my book. I know lots of you have got it, and that's why I've put the page numbers on there, because you might want to circle that as your affirmation for January. Comment below. I am calling upon my spiritual team to assist me in creating my greatest life. Or just say, I am creating my greatest life with Spirit. Whatever words you want to use, it's the intention that's important, okay? So life is moving you into exactly the right place at exactly the right time. It is happening. So get that fire in the belly stoked up ready. Get rid of whatever's in the way. Now, I want some advice cards for you. I know we're running on a bit, but I want 3 advice cards, please, and then a couple of angel cards. This is the Rider-Waite Tarot. Okay. 5 of Wands. We've already got it there. So, if there is arguments, let them be. Bring it on. If it happens, it happens. 5s are about change, and some people don't like it when we're making changes, so we can't stop them from not liking it. We can't persuade them round to our way of thinking. So let them be annoyed or upset if that's what they are, and just understand and say, I'm sorry you feel like that, and then let it go. Okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we're going to take Death with the Queen of Swords. So the advice is, if there is arguments, just allow it to be. Okay? Don't try and fight it. Don't try and win them round. Just let it be. Something is shifting, it is ending, and not everybody is going to like it. So just allow it and allow that flow to move you to the ending of what needs to go, which creates the beginnings of what wants to come in. And do it from a place of truth and clarity. Queen of Swords, Queen of Truth as I call her. Be clear in your imagination, in your creating and co-creating. Be clear on what you're trying to achieve and why. And why. right? The why is important. Be clear, right? Why am I moving 150 miles away? Because that's where my heart is. That's where it's much more affordable. It takes much more of the pressure off, and I have more time to balance and realign my world and my life. That's why. So that's the bit I aligned with first. What am I trying to achieve? Balance, harmony, and a sense of peace. Right. So that's the area that actually will give me that. And that means that other people are not going to like it. Get clear with the why. Why am I doing this? Why is this important to me? What is it that I want? And am I prepared to stand in my power and have the courage of my convictions, even if people don't like it? Okay, let's finish off with an angel card, Capricorn. This is the Oracle of the Angels. Final messages, please, for my Capricorns. Awakening and truth. We just said about the Queen of Swords being the Queen of Truth, and the angels are confirming. Awaken to your power, to your dreams, to your goals, to your magnificence, and to your light. Awaken to the fact that this is your life and you must lead it for you. Be in your truth of what is important to you. To you, not to others. That's not selfish. That is about you in your power to create your best life for you. Truth, clarity, and awakening to your power. So Capricorn, that is what I have for you for January 2024. A very happy new year to you. Exciting month. Be in that fire in your belly, my beautiful people. All right. I'll be back in a couple of weeks with your money and career readings. And until then, I am wishing you a very happy new year, an amazing January. And thank you so much for being here. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.